Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sea Lake Journeys. It is I forget what day it is. I think it's day 10 of getting ready for your vacation. Maybe it's day 9. Maybe it's day 10. Whatever day it is, let's get ready for vacation. Hope you ain't too disappointed. Rob from Sea Lake Journeys just got a phone call 5 minutes ago. She's in on another meeting right now. So I've got to somehow fill it in. And obviously, I'm not going to be doing anything physical, but I'm going to explain to you why and why it's part of our preparation, our getting ready for vacation tonight. Okay, how about that? So thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Chet, your host tonight. Without Robin from Sea Lake Journey, she's going to be clickbait unless she gets out of that meeting, and then she can run in here and do what she was going to do. Until then, though, let's just talk about exercising, getting ready for your vacation. It's not just a matter of losing weight. That's a big factor, but the other factor is making sure you're able to walk those steps. Now today, I just checked my meter on my phone, and I have walked over 12,000 steps today. Over 12,000. So that's a lot. 10,000 is usually what I try to do. That way I know how much I can walk during the day. And trust me, I can almost, boom, without even looking, I say, okay, I'm at my 10,000. And Robin from Sea Lake Journeys, she can watch how I walk and know when I'm at that 10,000. She'll go, okay, you're about done. So why it's important, though, for going on vacation is we got to know what events we're going to do that day. Are we going to be going out and doing an excursion? Or do we want to go dancing that night? Or do we want to walk around and do photographs? Or is there something in the morning where we want to do walking? So we got to plan it all out. And you may have to do the same. You may not be able to walk 33 miles a day like you could possibly do on a cruise, right? Or another type of vacation. So to get yourself ready, that's why we do the walking exercises. We're practicing the dancing, which, by the way, tomorrow night, she's going to be here, barring any phone call, to teach you another dance lesson, another dance that you can use up on the deck for sail away, for the deck parties, for whatever. It's going to be a good time. But yeah, so keeping track of my steps is one of the things I keep track of in my fitness goals. Okay, not just to keep my stump up, but to keep able to walk that far. And everybody's got their challenges. Maybe you can only walk 3,000 steps a day. Then you got to plan it out. When am I going to walk those 3,000? And then maybe you can build up from there. Maybe between now and your cruise, we can double that, get you up to 6,000. I'm trying to. Hopefully by the time we go, I can do back up to 18,000 again, which I've done in the past several times. The problem with one time when I did it 3 days in a row on shore excursions, back to back to back days, and it messed up my stump. And I was in a wheelchair for about 6 weeks, split it open. But barring things like that, we can build up your endurance for walking, and that's what we try to do. And be smart, do it at your own pace. But if you do it daily, you can do it. I've done my 12,000 steps today. Have you? Have you done your 3,000, your 4,000, your 8,000? Set a goal for yourself and then try to meet that. Okay. Also, other things that we watch is like our workouts. Now, last night, if you was here, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys had these 10 little easy exercises. They're easy exercises, but when you do them back to back simultaneously, you suddenly feel a little bit challenged. Well, her goal was to do 3 sets, and she ended up doing 4. She ended up doing 4 sets. So, yeah, there you go. This is what we recommend you do. Write down what kind of exercise you do, whatever it is. If you're going to go play tennis, write down how long you play tennis. I played tennis for 30 minutes today, and during that 30 minutes, we did 2 sets, or whatever you do. I don't know how tennis works. Maybe next time you play, you got 3 sets in, you play for 40 minutes. And you can build up your endurance in these things, and that will cross over to things you're going to be doing on vacation. Building up your cardiovascular, building up your leg muscles, building up your back strength and your core strength and things like that. So keep track of what you do. We'll do it here for you at Sea Lake Journeys if you're doing what Robin from Sea Lake Journeys is doing. So if you want to tonight, while you're sitting here listening to me yap, go ahead and do these exercises from last night. How about that? Should I set it up here where you can see it? I think I'll do that. Let's see if I can set it up somewhere. Oh, can y'all see that if I set it in a wheelchair? No, probably not. Well, get a good look. Do you remember some of them? I should have had that up here so you could be doing that if you wanted to. If not, just put on some music and move in place. You can walk, you can march, you can dance, wherever you want to do. Just get moving to burn them calories today. Now, I went to the gym this morning also. I got up at 3:15. Usually I don't get up till 4. Went to the gym, and I have a notebook like this one in the truck. And I log every exercise I do, how many sets I did it, how many repetitions I did it, and what weight I did it. And I write all of them down. And at the end, I have my starting time. And, this morning I started at 3:55 a.m. and I got done at 4:15 a.m. So I know how long I worked out, because some days you got a little more energy. You can push a little harder and do a little bit more. Then just go ahead and do that. Other days I only work out for an hour. And I'm like, wow, man, I'm whooped. You know what? I'm going to quit now while I'm ahead. But I do try to do a little more if I can. And so I do different body parts each day. That way I don't run into soreness that can keep me from working out the next day usually. So if I'm doing shoulders overhead, and you can do, doing some shrugs, and maybe you throw in biceps and some triceps, got those muscles worked out. Then I don't go to the gym the next day. I skip a day in between, but I do whatever it is we're doing here. And then the next day I go in, it'll be like back and chest. I'm doing rowing exercises, I'm doing pull downs, and I'm pushing with the chest. So I work those muscles because they're not the shoulders and not the arms. That way they've got like that extra day to rest, and then another day to rest before we go back to that. And I can't do legs yet. I usually have a leg day also, and that's where I'll do deadlifts. Deadlifts is really considered a back exercise, but for me, it really works my glutes, hamstrings, and quads because of where I'm at. So write down what you do, how long you do it, how many reps, and what weight, and watch yourself improve. You'll be like, whoa, 3 months ago, I was only doing this, and now I'm doing this. It's awesome. It builds your motivation. Now, onto the dietary thing. This is my little book. And as you see, all the way back, I write down everything I eat, what time I eat it, my weight that day and everything. So, like this morning, when I came back from the gym, I ate at 6:30. I'm going to tell you everything exactly what I ate today. At 6:30, I had chicken salad. Now, our chicken salad's unique. Robin from Sea Lake Journey is usually typically just chicken breast, and then we'll throw some boiled eggs in it, and then she throws in some onions and some, what else did she have in that? I think she had pickles, believe it or not, and celery, and it was really good. Oh, my goodness. So you know how many calories per ounce the chicken is and the eggs, and you can kind of add that up and figure how many calories you got, so you know how much to eat, so you don't eat too much of it. You don't eat a whole bowl of it. You eat a small portion, right? Like 4 ounces. And along with that, I also had one of the little protein balls that she made, if you remember from our cooking class on Saturday. Yeah, I had one of those to go along with it. And a small glass of milk, like a third of a glass, just enough to take my vitamin, a multivitamin, and to top off the little extra protein there, and a little fat in there, but not much, just a small amount of milk. So that's what I had at 6:30. 10 o'clock, I was getting a little hungry. So I had 1/3 of a tub of cottage cheese. So 1/3 of a tub is 2 servings, which means it's 260 calories, or 240 calories, but 26 grams of protein. So that's a good meal there. And then I didn't eat again until 2 o'clock, and I had a burger. We cook burgers right here, lean ground beef like that. Had a slice of jalapeno jack cheese on there, and with some peppers and pickles. Yummy, 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 yummy. No other sauce of any kind. And then at 5 o'clock is when I had my supper, and that was another plain burger patty, no cheese, no pickles, no onions, no nothing, just plain old burger patty, and another one of my little protein ball things. So, and that's it. That's all I'm going to eat today. And believe it or not, I'm not hungry. I'm going to be okay. My stomach won't be growling when I go to sleep, because nobody wants their stomach growling when you go to sleep, right? But you notice these meals here, I have spaced out at least 3 hours. And there's 4 of them. 4 spread out over 3 hours, and then that's it. I don't eat before the breakfast after the workout, and I don't eat after the supper at 5 o'clock. Now it's going to be at least 12, 13, maybe 14 hours before I eat again. So that's kind of a good long fast in between too, which is good. Timing it. But the only way to really be successful, I have found, for me anyway, personally, with any kind of diet, is to write it down. Whether I'm trying to gain weight, trying to lose weight, trying to build muscle, whatever I'm trying to do, I have to write it down. And I write down the times and what it is. And I know I write down the calories here. For instance, everything I ate today comes up at 1,200 calories, a little bit less than 1,200 calories. So I round up. I round up to the next highest number. It's only 1,200 calories, guys. And I burnt already. Ooh, where's my numbers at? Here they are. I got my tidbit. It tracks my calories and my steps for me. I've already burnt 2,650 calories before I sat down here. Well, I know how many calories I burn an hour sitting still. It's about 70 calories an hour. And I'm going to have 5 more hours. That's another 350 calories. That's going to put me right at my goal of 3,000 calories. So have a goal for your calorie burn. I do. It's 3,000. Try to get to that 3,000 calories or whatever your goal is, okay? And then try to eat half or less. See, I'm okay if I go up to 1,500 calories, but if I can do a little bit less, if I can get down to 1,200, winner. Now, I won't go below 1,200. I won't do that for me anyway, because, if you're a smaller person, you can go lower. Robin from Sea Lake Journey, she may only eat 900 calories a day. She'll eat less for sure. But she didn't go do a morning workout like I did. And I also went out and did some yard stuff today for about an hour, moving bricks and picking up canvases and everything that we had all those plants covered up with at the Butterfly Ranch. So you have to account for the physical activity. But these are things that you keeping track of is going to help you meet your goals of getting ready for vacation. Because I know most people I know personally and through YouTube, it seems like the goal is I want to lose some weight before I go on a cruise. That way I don't feel so bad about, how much what I'm going to eat on the ship. And I get it. I'm the same way. There's no diet for me on the ship. When you see me on the ABC cruise, if you're coming on it, you're going to say, dang, that guy can eat. I can't eat like I used to could, though. So it won't be that impressive. But I do want to make sure I get weight down, especially before we go on a cruise. Because when I was younger, we started cruising when I was 40. So in my 40s, it was not uncommon to gain 10 to 15 pounds on a 7-day cruise. That was just my average gain because I could put away the groceries. I don't eat nearly that much now. And the last few cruises I've been on, I've gained, I call it 0. It might be 1 or 2 pounds at the most. And that goes away like within 3 days after I get back. A lot of it's a little bit of water retention because there's more sodium in the foods that they prepare. Plus I'm drinking alcohol on the ship, which I don't. The only thing I have drank that has calories in it is, like I say here, the little glass of milk. Very small, probably 100 calories. Other than that, it's all water, y'all. All water, and I drink a lot of it. I keep this glass full. When it gets empty, I fill it back up. Go to the bathroom. Fill it back up. Drink it. Go to the bathroom. Fill it back up. If you're not going to the bathroom enough, it's because you're not drinking enough water, okay? That's one way you can gauge your water intake. But if you really need to increase your water intake, be sure to write it down on your journal as well. That's one thing I never worry about. I start off the day with a big container like this, 28 ounces of water, or is it 24 ounces of water, my shaker cups. I start with one of them every day. And then I'll have another one right after that. And then throughout the rest of the day, and while I'm sitting at YouTube, you'll see this cup right here. Keep that water coming. It'll help you meet your weight loss goals and your physical feeling better goals. Because who wants to feel sluggish and not feeling so good when you go on vacation? You want to have some energy. Even if you want to relax, you still want to have some energy to get up and go do that dance out there on the Lido deck and then go back to your relaxing, right? You want to go get in that conga line and then go relax. And I can't wait till tomorrow to see what kind of dance Robin from Sea Lake Journeys is going to show us. I don't know yet. She knows these dances, and it only takes her like 5 minutes to re-go over them in her mind and what they were. It's pretty impressive because I don't remember them that well. I remember them, but it takes me, 20 minutes of watching and 5 minutes of stepping around on 2 left feet to get it right. But it's always fun. I love to do it, and I'm looking forward to doing it on the ABC cruise. All right, see what other list I got here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm keeping track of my exercise at the gym. I recommend you do that too. If you're exercising here at home with Sea Lake Journeys, you write it down. And if you need us to hold this up, you know what? I'll hold this up while I'm talking. This is from last night. If you want to do them on your own, maybe you don't like exercise at 6:30 at night. I know for me, I like getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and going. This morning, I got up really early, though. Sometimes I wake up at 3 and I go. But you can do this whenever you like. And you saw it don't take long. She did 4 sets of this in a 30-minute show. If you want to just do 2 sets of it, 15 minutes is going to get it done for you, right? And if you need a breather in between, make it take 20 minutes. There you go, no problem. And if you got some other exercise you like besides this that you want to throw in there, you can. You just add it to your list or replace one. You say, hey, you know what? I'm not too into doing this here low jack thing. Get that low jack out of there. I'm going to do something else. I'd rather do this, just squats, body weight squats. Then erase that one, throw that one in, modify it to fit your needs of what you need to work out. And some other things that we don't talk about, those of us who have issues, one leg like me, or, you got some mobility issues, I do recommend, I have done it. I learned it in a chair yoga class, is getting on the floor and then getting back up. Because there's nothing worse than people falling and can't get back up. He's falling and he can't get up. You don't want that. So, and it can be a chore. It can be a chore for some people. You got to sometimes figure out how to do it, because there may not always be somebody around to help you. And some people you don't want to help you. You know what I mean? And nowadays, in this day and age, some people are going to be scared to help you. True story. You fall and they're like, yeah, I can't pick you up. I'm going to get hurt if I try to pick you up. Me and him, if we try to help you, we're going to get hurt trying to pick you up. And we don't want to try to pick you up and you got paper thin skin, your whole skin peels off, or because we don't know what we're doing. There's techniques to picking people up that you want to know. But so I recommend if you can, learn how to maybe get yourself up. I can do it with or without the leg, in a chair, out of the chair. And I practice it even today. Yeah, it's exhausting. I'll just say that. I crawled from my office out the door all the way over to this other side of the other room and got into the wheelchair just because I did it on purpose. And I could have just, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys, if she'd come out, she'd say, oh, I'll get your wheelchair for you. But no, I'm doing this on purpose. What if I need to get there? Let me tell you, I can't crawl on my hands and knees. Have you tried crawling on your hands and knees on a tile floor or really hard floor? You may find out that you ain't a little kid no more and you can't do it. I couldn't do it. I crawled about 4 steps and it's like, that's excruciating. So I just got on the floor and I slid. I scooted. I guess you'd call it scooted. But if you don't have enough upper body strength in your arms to scoot yourself, you're going to have to find another way. What other way is there? You may have to lay down and crawl with your elbows. You may have to roll. I don't know. I do what I have to do. I know it's a weird topic, but it's something that I think sometimes we need to address. And I figure if nobody else can address it, I can. But all right. So we got your gym list, your gym workout, you got your home workout list, and you've got your dietary list, what you ate. And I mean, write down everything, y'all. Hey, look at this. Look at this from, there it is, yesterday. Yesterday for breakfast at 7:30, I had the sirloin steak tips with the peppers. And very small glass of milk. Like if you had a regular glass, it's like a little less than half. For lunch, I had cottage cheese, a third of a tub, and a protein ball. The ones we made Saturday night in our cooking class. If you missed that, go check that episode out. And then at 3 o'clock, I had another one of those little protein balls and some more of that chicken salad with the chicken with the eggs mixed in it and the onions. And then for supper, I didn't eat supper till 8 o'clock that night. And I had the rest of the chicken salad that she made, which is, like I say, about a 4 or 5 ounce serving, maybe. And I had three almond M&Ms. She had there's like 6 left in a bag over there from when we was eating M&Ms. It just kind of got forgotten about. I don't know if it was over here or over there. And I happened to stumble across it, and I looked in there, and I grabbed 3 of them. I said 3. I went 3 almond M&Ms, but I wrote it down. So I would know. And that's what I recommend you do. If you eat 3 almond M&Ms, write the 3 M&Ms down. If you eat 5 potato chips, you say, oh, it's only 5 potato chips. Write it down. Because you forgot you ate 5 an hour ago, and then you ate 5 now, and you're going to eat 5 more later. And pretty soon, before the day's over, you ate a half a bag. What? That's a lot of calories, empty calories too. So write it down. Write down everything you drink too. If you're drinking anything other than water, you might want to write it down. I recommend even writing diet soda down, just for the fact that I don't know what it is. I don't know. To me, I don't know how diet soda really is. Just saying. I have my reasons for that. If you meet me on the ABC cruise, I'll tell you what I think about that. But write down anything. If you had coffee and you put cream in it, write it down. Whatever you have had. Even if it was only, I had 3 sips of a Coke. Write down 3 sips of a Coke. Because you're going to look back and want to know what you had that day. Why am I still gaining weight? I didn't think I ate that much. And you look and you're like, oh, wow. I ate more than I thought I did. Yep, sure enough. Well, guys, that is what I've got for you here tonight. Hopefully, Robin from Celiac Journeys will be here tomorrow night to teach you a new dance that's going to get you through. You know, I didn't even look at the chat. I sat here and ran my mouth for how long? I apologize, everybody. What in the world is going on? I forgot to say hi to everybody. Bud File, Sue, and Joe, thanks for joining me here as I've just rambled on. I was kind of hoping she would get out of the meeting, but I can still hear it. I can still hear it going on. Watching while working, right on, buds. Yeah. And cruising for what? Cruising complete, Barry. Hey, Barry, how you doing? Have any of y'all tried doing the exercises on your own? Hey, Shay, good evening to you. Thanks for joining me here tonight. And whoops, I got the girls. Hey, girls. Woohoo. I just can't do it. The 12,000 steps I did today, I will show you my stump. I got it covered up with a nylon compression sock. You don't want to see it. It looks unhappy. You know what an unhappy stump looks like? It'd probably give you a nightmare. You'd probably look at that and go, dude, how do you walk on that? I'm serious. I don't want to gross you out or freak you out by looking at it. So, yeah, just take my word for it. Hey, Shay, Bud Files, hey. I forgot I could look at the screen over here, too. Hey, Angie, sorry a disappointment here with no workout tonight, but I do have the list from last night. If anybody wants to do that, I'm going to put that right there while I'm still reading everybody's sign. And John right there from Ahab Show. Woohoo, good evening to you. And Pete, what's going on, brother? Pete, how's it going? Chat. And Trisha, good evening to you. Trisha, hey there, just saw you live and thought I'd pop in for a quick hello. Thanks for that, Trisha. I sure appreciate anybody popping in. And hopefully we can help you meet your goals for your next vacation, next cruise, wherever that may be. So, guys, I'll let y'all go on tonight. We'll look for you tomorrow at 6:30 tonight. I'm going to tell Robin she can't have no meeting tomorrow. If the calls, I'm going to tell them, put it on. It's wrong number. I will be back on tomorrow morning. It's Wacky Wednesday. I'll be there at 8:30 in the morning. So come on and join me if you're feeling wacky, and we'll do some more cruise talk. How about that? So until next time, we'll see you around the channel. See you around the channel.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.